Previously on Little Did I Know.
Hey, what do you know about this?
About what?
America's oldest summer stock theater, seeking director and production team for summer 76 season.
Oh, he's finally gonna reopen the Plymouth Barn Theater.
I think what we're looking for is someone with a better sense of what is going to work here in Plymouth.
Dr. Barrows can give you a real leg up, and I can give you Dr. Barrows. But what if I could tell him that you've reconsidered your position?
Lizzie, I think your kimono belt is coming loose.
That you're willing to be flexible.
Are we still talking about musicals? I'm the director of this summer's program at the Plymouth Barn Theater.
Oh, God!
So, Veronica, it looks like I'm going to be around a lot this summer.
Congratulations, Sam. I'm really happy for you. Someday you're gonna have to tell me how you turned Barrows around.
Yeah, maybe some other time.
The Audio Drama Initiative and Jaleh and Warren Trepp present Little Did I Know, a musical based on the novel by Mitchell Maxwell.
I get the job done. That's my most important role. Yes, I direct performances, and yes, I make sure the set is breathtaking, the costumes dazzle, the dance numbers thrill, and that the production is technically sound. But my primary function, and the only function that really matters when you get right down to it, is that I get the show done. I mean, really, what's the point of having any of that other stuff if we can't even make it to opening curtain? And we were going to make it to the opening curtain of our first show at the Plymouth Barn Theater. I'd already done what needed to be done to set that in motion, and I was committed to continuing to do everything that needed to be done, all summer if necessary. The crew was more excited than I'd ever seen them about putting on a great season, and that meant they were going to do inspired work. If I could channel all that excitement into our productions, we would create something memorable, and I would be that much closer to seeing my dreams come true. The next step was inspecting the theater itself. So we gathered in front of the building to await a tour from Dr. Barrows. He was beaming when he joined us. Veronica had mentioned that Barrows loved the place like it was his favorite child. And by the look on his face, I could see that she wasn't kidding. And his smile was infectious. It was reflected on the faces of the crew. They couldn't wait to get inside.
The original structure was built at the precipice of a new century by my great-grandfather, Ezekiel Barrows. It had been in use continuously for nearly 8 decades, welcoming soldiers back from 2 world wars, surviving the Great Depression, and serving as the beating heart of this community for more than 3/4 of a century.
And boosting summer trade, of course. This place has generated plenty of revenue over that time.
Until a few years ago, when we had to close her because of that unfortunate business in Southeast Asia.
Did he just call the Vietnam War unfortunate?
Play nice. The man's a dinosaur, but who is also paying our bills.
Don't forget to tell them about the stained glass, honey.
Oh, yes, of course. Notice the original stained glass over the transom.
Is that a mermaid in the stained glass?
Looks a little like you. Not that stained glass could ever do you justice.
Gee, thanks.
Robert Catt, Better Business Bureau.
Hi, Ellie. Wait, you mean your name is Bob?
No one calls me Bob.
So, gentlemen, ladies, are we ready to go in?
Yeah, all right.
Was that
just your imagination. Actually, it was 3 of them.
She's magnificent, isn't she?
It's hard to find the words.
Sam, is this some kind of joke?
Just think about the possibilities.
I'm thinking about the possibility that I might be contracting a disease as we speak.
You know, Ellie, since you're new to the area, I can show you around.
Ellie? Yeah, maybe sometime.
Hey, Ellie, how does this deck feel to you?
Fine. Pretty good. In fact, considering the general condition of this place, maybe the foundation is actually...
I didn't really want to know what you thought of the deck, though I agree with you. Just wanted to get you away from Kat. Ugh, that guy oozes.
Oh, I've seen worse. I've dated worse.
Hey, 19th century lighting. Cool.
Yes, there's a lot of history here. Not just theater history. Plymouth history.
Paint a picture for them, honey.
A picture. Yes. Take me to the home of nature's wonders.
Is this hole supposed to be
Where our
here?
founders found respect they longed to earn.
I'm guessing that's a code violation right there.
Let me live where sunrise in America begins, and where heritage is found at every turn.
Can walls leak?
Take me where the ocean greets the shoreline, to the rocky sand where every seagull flies.
I think there have been more than a few seagulls flying
Let
in
me
here.
live where every corner feels like home, yet delights us with its wonder and surprise.
Are those raccoons?
Nothing can do justice to her beauty.
I think the light board just growled.
Nothing can do justice to her shore. Nothing can do justice to the pleasure you can find in this treasure trove of history we adore.
Are everybody's shots up to date?
The site where pilgrims held the first Thanksgiving.
What is that?
We're still giving thanks that we are here today.
No, really, what is that?
And our faith is still intact, and I bet that it's a fact. If our forefathers could see us, they would say...
Run! They would say run!
Nothing's changed on the spot where each dawn arrives. Nothing's changed in the land where freedom survives. Just like them, we are grateful to spend our lives on Cape Cod Bay. Just like them, we are grateful to spend our lives on Cape Cod Bay.
The guy really likes this place, huh?
You know, in spite of all this, I'm actually feeling a little inspired.
It sounds like there's an awful lot of persuading going on in that building, wasn't there?
You mean from Barrows?
For one.
Well, the old guy was laying on a little thick with all that stuff about daybreak and Cape Cod and all of that.
Well, he played right into your hands with the crew, didn't he?
What do you mean?
Well, I believe in baseball they call that a batting practice pitch. Barrows made it very easy for you to persuade the crew to see things your way.
Oh, I didn't have to twist a lot of arms.
Just needed to make sure they didn't see all the work that needs to be done to the theater as an impediment.
Even though there is an enormous amount of work to be done.
All of which we are more than capable of doing.
You know what? I was as caught up by Barrows' enthusiasm as the rest of them, and I don't feel the least bit manipulated. In fact, I feel pretty damn motivated. That can happen with the right kind of persuasion. Hey, Veronica!
If it isn't Hal Prince.
You know who Hal Prince is?
We're a small town, Mr. August, but we do get newspapers. We even have this newfangled box that brings moving pictures right into your home.
Wow, Mr. August. Message received. Hey, take a break with me.
My next break is in 2 hours and 38 minutes.
Just a little break. Right now. No one will even notice you're gone.
You mean other than the 12 tables full of diners I'm currently serving? You might not have noticed, Mr. August, but you're not exactly the only person in this restaurant.
Yeah, of course I noticed. I mean, you're here too, right?
Come back in 2.5 hours when you're supposed to be taking me to dinner. You are still taking me to dinner, right?
We're definitely still going to dinner. But that's like an eternity from now. What can I do to help?
Well, you could leave me alone for 2.5 hours.
Other than that, I'll deliver orders with you.
And you'll drop a tuna melt on Mr. Jameson and get me fired.
What makes you think that I'd do something like that?
Have you ever worked in a restaurant?
I've eaten in restaurants.
Have you ever even had a job?
I directed more than a dozen shows in college.
I mean a real job.
Hey, I'll bus tables.
You know what bussing tables means?
Okay, I have no idea what I'm talking about. I heard someone use the term once.
Are you always irrepressible?
Possibly my best quality.
Arguable. You seem particularly irrepressible this afternoon. What's gotten into you?
The crew and I just had a great meeting with Barrows at the theater. He got all misty-eyed about the history of the place and kind of got to us. Everyone else is playing on the beach now, but I wanted to come here to tell you about it.
And 2.5 hours from now would be too late.
By about 2.5 hours.
Okay. I need to fill salt shakers. You can help me.
Perfect. What do you fill salt shakers with, exactly?
Don't make me regret this, Mr. August.
Veronica, my burger's taking a long time to come out.
Oh, let me check on that for you, Mrs. O'Donnell. Come with me to the kitchen.
Should have seen how excited everyone was. Ellie found a great place for a trapdoor, and James can't wait to fire up the floodlights.
I heard the theater was in dreadful shape.
An ugly rumor. Definitely needs some touch-ups, but there's history emanating from every nook and cranny.
Oh, is that what's emanating? I'd heard it was mice and cockroaches, but maybe the person who told me meant to say history.
Tease me all you want, Veronica.
Thanks for the invitation.
You're not going to spoil my mood.
You're genuinely excited about this, aren't you?
I'm not sure I could be more excited.
You do know that there probably are mice and cockroaches in there, right?
Oh, yeah. That doesn't even begin to describe the range of vermin. But we will prevail.
You really believe that, huh?
I already know it to be true.
You truly are irrepressible, Sam.
Hey! I'm back to being Sam.
Veronica, your customers are out there, not back here.
Sorry, heading out there now. See, you're seriously gonna get me fired.
Let me go talk to him. I'll get you a raise instead.
Don't do me any favors. Save your charms for the mice. Now, get out of here.
So, I'll come back in 2.5 hours?
If I said no, you'd still come back, wouldn't you?
You know me so well already.
I have a feeling I don't know as much as I could, Sam.
Hey, James, wait up.
Oh, hey, Ellie.
Isn't it just beautiful out here?
Yeah, sure is.
I just want to soak up every bit of the sun.
You better get all you can now. We might not be getting too much sun once we start working on the theater. It might be tough to get that place ready by next summer.
Nah, it's gonna be fine.
You sound like Sam.
It is! You know how great we are when we put our minds to something.
Can't argue with that.
How many shows do you think we've worked on together now?
You and me? 10.
Wow! You had the answer to that one right in front of you.
Yeah.
I'm kind of glad we're getting to do this one more time. Do you remember what you said to me when we were finishing Follies this spring?
I wish all of my tomorrows could be like today.
Yes. You have a very good memory. So now we get to have another today.
I'm really glad about that. Ellie, you know, I wasn't really talking about Follies when I said that to you.
Well, yeah. I didn't think you wanted to do Follies over and over and over again.
What I mean is, I wasn't just talking about the show.
Oh. I understand, James.
You do?
Sure. It's about just having all of us together. How special it is when we're working as a team.
Well, not entirely that.
Really? Well, what did you mean then?
No, you're right. That's the special part.
Sure is. Oh, hey! There are JB and Secunda. Let's catch up to them.
Yeah, I'll catch up with you in a second. Right after I finish banging my head against this pier.
If you look up the word dilapidated in the dictionary, you'll find a picture of the Plymouth Barn Theater. Look up the word infested, same thing. And if you're seeking the definition of fire hazard, you know what you'll see? Yup, I guess the dictionary's trying to save money on pictures, huh? Yes, the theater needs a substantial amount of renovation. I think substantial is the word I'm looking for. Maybe the word I mean is overwhelming or terrifying. But you know the word I'm definitely not looking for? Impossible. Yeah, we have a lot of work in front of us, but we're more than capable of doing it. But there's another thing. Barrows insisted on our making some other renovations before he closed the deal.